thinking back into this course, um, really just awesome. I'm gonna just start off with that. Like, this was a really fun course. Like, reading about the books was really fun. Thinking more deeper into like what these characters are really feeling and understanding what's going on with them was awesome. These books made me look deeper into people and just real world problems, and just how really important it is that you should understand what people are going through, what the real world like problems are, and how like you should just understand and try and, I could say, like, help out like those problems. I know you can't, like, people can't like one person can't like just fix everything all together, but it just made me just think more deep about that. And for the outsiders, just my thoughts about stereotypes, social class, and just identity is just like really big for a bunch of people in the world. Stereotyping people is just, honestly, the I don't think it's like really good. It's just like something, you see something and you're just like, whoa, okay, I'm gonna like think that they do this because they look like that, or they have this on, that they have this certain thing of like item that they're on, like it's on them right now. And it just, I don't think that makes any sense. It's just like stereotype. People are all different. Like, people have different interests and types of things that they like to do, and it's just like, you should never judge a book by its cover, especially with social class and identity. It's just like, you should never judge anybody by their living situation, or just like the type of job that they have, or just who they're trying to be in the world. Because a lot of people, even like at my age or like older, are still trying to figure out who they want to be. And it's just like they're always getting judged. People are always getting judged, and I just feel like that all those things shouldn't happen, even though it's like, it's obviously like a normal human reaction to look at something and be like, oh, they probably do this or do that. But I try and think around it. I try and think around about who they could genuinely be as a person. And yeah, for Between the Lines, you know, Angela thinking about that she wasn't enough, I can connect that to myself, because I always thought about me being not like enough for anything, for like football, my photography, for school. I thought like I was just like, I'm not the best at all these things, like I'll never be enough. But I reading these and just thinking about it for myself, I feel like that it's not something I should be thinking about, because like, so what if I'm not enough? I put in the time and dedication to get to where I am, to this point where a lot of people can't even get to this like point, and they're just, I should just be grateful for what I have. And I just really should think that, yeah, I definitely am enough for what I do. And Angela's like little storyline about that, and like the whole entire book was just something I should really, was like something I really connected to, not really trying to think about, it was just something I really just connected to. And just learning about how like deep down like hidden struggles are just a big thing for people, because yeah, somebody can go around looking all happy and stuff, but like really deep down they're like really struggling with certain things. And that's where it leads me to this is where it ends for Tyler. you know I'm not excusing anything Tyler has done. His actions should have never taken place, should have never happened. And I stand on that on 10 toes. Like, he's honestly like not a good person at all. His actions were really, 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 really bad. But thinking about it in a different perspective, like, yeah, he has a lot of emotions and a lot of struggles that he's going through. And it's trying to like, it's just like trying to like think about what caused those problems, and seeing the reaction that he has is just like, whoa, like this is like really, really, really a lot. And even for Autumn, she kind of has not the same struggles, but they're like, there's contrasting struggles. She, Angela and Tyler both, or not Angela, Autumn and Tyler both lost her mother, and Autumn, I think she was, for me, I think she was just trying to follow in her mother's footsteps, and Tyler just stripping down all those like things that she wanted to do about her life was just really hard. And then also Tyler losing his mom could also be a really, really, really big thing that kind of triggered more emotional like outlash for what he did. And it's just a lot to really like think about and compare, trying to like compare all the books. It was kind of hard to like trying to compare the books because all the characters that I like, all the characters that I like connected to or like picked out, it was hard to like figure out like a general like norm of like what really connected them. But you know, Angela struggled with ways to express herself. Tyler was just really angry and isolated himself, and Ponyboy is just dealing being shrugged, or shrugged, dealing being judged, and just all those things I feel like have connected with me in a certain way. Because yeah, I feel like I'm Angela in some points. I'm trying to express myself some more, and for Tyler, I feel like I sometimes, yeah, I do isolate myself when I'm upset sometimes. Like, I just want to be with myself. And for Ponyboy, I'm a black kid in America. Like, yeah, I'm going to be judged in certain type of ways. But I don't let those things, like, phase me. You know, like, yeah, it's really bad things that I could be going through. But you know, I think about it like this: like, I'm human, right? I'm human. Everybody else is human. We're all trying to just find who we are and just show that, show that like everybody's different in their own way. You know, it's not just, oh yeah, he's black, he's a bad person, he does this, he does that, he's white, he's a great guy, he does this and does that. But no, like, everybody's their own person, everybody's different in their own way. And it's just, that's how I like to think about things, like, a little bit. And looking back at my poem, I'm trying to be more like expressive. I'm not the most expressive person. I'm pretty quiet around like big groups. Like, I just want to be with I like being with myself. Like, I like my own personal time, I like my self time. But I try and be more expressive for like certain things that I do. So for the poem, I tried to be a little bit more expressive, but I feel like that I could have done a little bit more better for it. But you know, it's okay. Like, I really like my poem. It really stuck with me. You know, yeah, I could have just been a little bit more expressive. I didn't get a lot of responses on my discussion posts, but I liked my discussion posts. You know, it was nice to talk about a book that I'm reading. You know, I don't normally read like books like that. I usually just read like comic books or like manga, and I never really like talk about them, you know, a lot. But having like the screen in front of my face, just sit down and just talk about the book that I just read and what I think about it and what's going on, and it was just like, it felt really good, you know. And then having the classmates that did listen to them, you know, even the people on YouTube like that could randomly like stumble across the videos, like I'm not probably gonna hear from them, but you know, I think it's nice that they're listening to what I got to say about these books. And if I would say anything about like what really changed about me for reading all these books and just this whole entire class was just that I need to, me personally, I should try and understand people some more, understand like where they come from, why certain things like bother them the way they do, or just understanding somebody as a person, because like I said earlier, I like to just stay with myself. I like my own time. I'm not that much of a talkative person. I'm really quiet, but I think I think that learning about people more would really help me out, like really, really, really a lot, and just honestly getting to know people more, learning their struggles, learning how they conquer their struggles. Because I feel like honestly, learning how people conquer their struggles is an awesome learning piece. Because yeah, people can just hate about talking about what really like messed them up in the past, and just like, you know, just keep it to themselves. Like they finally like move past it or get past it and they feel better about themselves. But like some people just like don't like to talk about it. But I feel like if people express that more and learning about their struggles and just learning about how they conquered it, I feel I would honestly do better, like in life. I feel like I can say that. Would that make sense? I feel like it makes sense. I really like these assignments. You know, it was really fun to just do these assignments and read these books and even read the books and just try and understand more about everything that's going on. I think for In Between the Lines, that book personally, I want to reread it again and just more understand all the other characters. I was just trying to connect myself to one specific character, but I feel like I could have did a little more with like more of the other characters, but you know, it's okay. You know, I really liked the books. I really liked all these books, and it was just a great time doing this class. So thank you.